Hey, Greg. First, your assessment on the game, please.
Infuriating is the emotion at the end of it. I feel like we controlled the vast majority of the game. I didn't feel like they had really any attacking solutions except for to go long and try to play off of long balls or set pieces. And I thought we had good control of the game as it relates to the ball. I thought we had good control of the game as it related to chances in the run of play. But we just undo ourselves by the set piece goals, the nonsense penalty kick that we give up for no reason. These things change momentum, they change emotion of things a little bit, and you have a good game that you're very much in control of that feels like you're not in control of it just because the scoreline, because we give things away. That was my sense of it. I felt like we beat ourselves today, and that's frustrating.
What about Julian Araujo and his performance? Obviously, the penalty kick there, but I think he provided the propulsion for the ball that got past Jonathan Bond in the first one, and then maybe kept everybody on side on that third goal as well.
Yeah, I have to see the plays. I haven't seen them back. But it's a game where defenders' jobs are to be solid defensively first and foremost, and the second job is to add something into the attack. So I'll have to look to give you an honest opinion on that side of things. So next time we check, you can ask. But we gave up too many goals, too easy of goals, and they were a lack of execution on things, and that's unacceptable. So.
Does this feel like a step backwards? Does it feel a little bit like last year seeing this, or do you have a different emotion?
The way we conceded goals was all too easy, which was too many times I was having that conversation at the end of games as well. So I do feel that's that. However, I would say in the run of play, in the chance creation, in those areas of the field, I thought we had good control of the game. Like I said, I didn't feel like they had great solutions as to how to break us down when we were organized. I felt like we had good solutions to break them down in possession, not always coming off, but I thought we had good solutions. Just in terms of punishing ourselves with goals in bad times and too easy of goals, that doesn't feel like where we want to be this year, that's for sure. So we'll come up with solutions and be working on that, as I said to the guys ad nauseum, because we can't do that.
Thanks, Greg.
Next we'll go to Scott French.
Hi, Greg. If this game was a little bit of a measuring stick game, where do you feel like you are?
Look, I'm comfortable with where we are in terms of our play. Again, I felt like in the run of play we created more chances, we had the better chances, all of that kind of stuff. But the game has other phases of it. Our set pieces on the attacking side have not been, aside from a deflection in the goal, we need to be more dangerous on the attacking side, and defensively we've got to defend better. But there are two things here that come with set pieces, and one is the organization of set pieces, and other is the courageousness and the aggressiveness to attack the ball, to clear a situation, to play through the different phases of the set piece. And I felt like we let ourselves down today on the defending side, and on the attacking side we've got to connect more. We're not a team that's extraordinary in the air when it comes to heading and set pieces and all that kind of stuff, so we've got to find good ways on the attacking side to be dangerous. But defensively, we have to defend our goal. There's no two ways about that. But on the run of play and all that, I feel like we're in a really good spot, and things are starting to continuing to come together.
And your thoughts on Diego Costa and the importance of him getting the goal?
Yeah, I think again, I thought he was very good. Again, it's for him is just continuing to integrate, continuing for the guys to realize when they need to get to the ball to him, the opportunities to get the ball to him, what runs need to come off of him, so that he has different options when he has the ball at his feet. I think as his legs get under him over more time, he'll continue to be more dangerous in and around the goal, because sometimes it's after he plays, it's another run after the play, which sometimes just comes with fitness and sharpness that he's getting. But I feel like whenever he's on the ball, I feel like we can be very dangerous because he's hard to stop in the one-on-one, which means he can get into different types of spaces, and then he can hit a lot of different passes. He can do a lot of different things. So I'm pleased with the progression. I thought our guys got him the ball earlier today, but not as often and early as we can still do. So we talked a little bit about that at halftime, but I'm pleased with his progression, and again, the progression of the group in general. I think we're making progress. So,
Thank you, Greg.
Next, we'll go to Alex Ruiz.
Hey Greg, curious to know your assessment on Raheem Edwards. This game, you can say he kind of got tested a little bit more compared to the last couple of games. How do you think he's doing in his transition to play left back? Thank you.
Yeah, I think I think Raheem is doing well. Again, I think it's not a perfect mistake-free 90 minutes, but I also think he does some things with the ball and in the attack and gets us out of pressure, shows some class to be able to get us out of situations in our half of the field. There's things that he gives us that most fullbacks don't give us, and I think he's still learning to, on the defensive side, to play a pure, like a really clean 90 minutes. But as you said, he's tested by a good player. Roldan is willing to run over and over, and he tests you constantly with different things, and I thought he was handled well. I don't think anything that Raheem did today was the difference for us in the result. I felt like there was in other ways, obviously, that we gave up the game. So I like the way he's progressing. I think his involvement and his concentration in the position is again getting better, and the more repetition he has, the more he's going to make progress there.
We are now joined by LA Galaxy defender Raheem Edwards. We'll start it off with Josh Kessman. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Raheem. Real quick, Greg Vanney talked and said that he felt that this was an infuriating game. Felt that you guys outplayed Seattle and didn't deserve to lose the game. What did you see from your position on the field?
Yeah, I saw similar to more what Greg was saying. I thought that we were had our front foot on the game. I thought we were in total control of the game, but obviously, as you know, set pieces was ultimately the deciding factor in 3 points and getting 3 points or even a point. And yeah, if you don't take care of set pieces, stuff like that, especially against a team like Seattle, which thrive off set pieces, you're going to get punished, and that's what happened.
The defense up to this point has sort of prided itself on not allowing bad goals, and you see this from set piece. Greg talked about it being team defense and team pride and keeping the first 2 clean sheets. So, what's the feeling as a defender on the back line? What's the feeling after this game?
Yeah, you're disappointed, not just in the back line sense, just as a team sense. We're just disappointed, obviously. We felt heartfelt undone. Obviously, I thought that we totally controlled the game. We dictated the game and how we wanted to play. I thought Seattle didn't have that many ideas, but as I said again, the set pieces kind of bit us in the ass. So yeah, we're going to look back at the set pieces and see how we can improve and go from there.
From an individual perspective, you got another assist. That's 3 goals for the Galaxy and 3 assists for you. What has been clicking so far in the first 3 games for you?
Just familiarity and just knowing where your players are going to be. We have a structure, and we believe in our structure and how we play, and it makes it easy for me to find passes and read passes when movements is in the right sense, right position, and when guys are making the right movements when they need to make the right movements. So it's easy for me. Obviously, I'm happy to have 3 assists, but ultimately I'm disappointed today in not getting 3 points.
Thanks, Raheem. Appreciate it.
Next, we'll go to Scott French.
Hi, Raheem. If we throw out the 3 goals that they scored, the mistakes on those, and we just look at you guys with the ball, how do you feel about the evolution of this group, the way the connections are coming, and in what ways do you think that you advance this week?
Yeah, I think the connections were really good. I thought with the ball we were pretty decent. As I said before, we were dictating the game on how we wanted to play. I thought we had good possession even in our half and in the attacking half. So yeah, we just build on from here. Obviously, again, as I said, we wanted 3 points. We didn't get 3 points at all, and yeah, we're disappointed. But yeah, I thought that the way we played was pretty good. So I'm not hanging my head too low, but yeah, we just go from here and we try to pick up 3 points in the next match.
Are there specific things that you feel like are coming together right now?
In terms of?
Just in terms of being able to play together and knowing what each other's doing.
Yeah, for sure. You're starting to get a sense of players and what they like to do and stuff like that. Just getting familiar. Obviously, this is our 3rd game of the season, so everything is not going to be perfect. But for the first 3 games of the season, I'm pretty happy on the way we're progressing. So yeah, listen, it's not going to be, as I said before, it's not going to be perfect, but yeah, we've been playing really good soccer. Even our first goal, I thought it was really, really good goal in terms of the passing and the movement and everything like that. So we continue from there. Obviously, we look at our set pieces, as I said before, and we move on.
Wonderful. Thank you, Raheem.
And last question will go to Rob.
Hey, Raheem. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
So you mentioned that obviously giving up the 2 goals from set pieces, we know that's the problem. But where does the breakdown come in that problem? Like, what specifically will you guys be working on in practice to fix that?
Just communication through our set pieces. As you seen the first one, it was just a little flick, and I guess Jordan Morris was on the backside, and we didn't really fully pick him up properly. So I think just a little bit of communication, and even on the third goal that they scored, just communication with the guys in line from the set piece, from the wide free kick. Just being on the same page. I think that's a big key, obviously, as well. And I didn't look at the video yet, but we'll see the little the little details that we need to do and stuff like that. But for me, it's mostly communication.
Thanks, Raheem.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, Raheem. We're now joined by LA Galaxy midfielder Mark Delgado. We'll start it off with Josh Gusman. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Mark. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Greg talked about this game, called it infuriating. I want to know what your view from the midfield was.
My view from the midfield is that we had whole control of the game. The whole game we had control. I mean, it was just they really didn't want to play. They were just playing long balls, trying to get us to face our own goal and really try to make us make a mistake or get a foul and hopefully get a set piece, which they did. And unfortunately, they scored off set pieces, but which is pretty infuriating because we controlled the whole game. We outplayed them the whole game, and then at the end of the day, we just we come out on bottom. So, which is pretty frustrating.
When you look at the defense, and Greg has talked about the defense being such a team priority this year as well. When you look at defense and giving up the set pieces goals, is it something you think you guys can fix? Is it something you don't know what's happening? How does that make you feel on the set pieces?
No, it's definitely fixable. I mean, it's good and bad, but good more that it's happening now, early on in the season, because set pieces, defending set pieces, is definitely fixable. We just need to have that trust in one another and know what to do, wherever the ball is on the field. So it's definitely fixable. We just all need to be on the same page, and we move forward from this game, and we just really take a look in the mirror and correct things, and we're definitely gonna work on it the coming week.
The offense scores 2 goals, but you had Kevin hit the post and Efra hit the crossbar. Does it feel like the offense maybe kicked in a little bit this time? Maybe converted some of those chances, or do you feel like you left too many chances out there?
I mean, we did have a lot of close chances. We did have even more chances throughout the first half that people didn't get on the end of. So I mean, I feel like there was a lot of chances out there that we just need to get on the end of it and then get them in the back of the net. The opportunities are there to really put the game away early on, and then we have the quality around the whole field to control the whole game and the tempo of the whole game. So it's all there. Like I said, we just fix. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we fix what we can fix and we move forward.
All right, thanks, Mark. Travel safe.
No worries.
And our last question will go to Alex Ruiz.
Hey, Mark. It's been 3 games so far. You've played 90 minutes. I'm curious to know how your chemistry, relationship with Ryan in the midfield is going. You were the big new piece in the midfield. How do you think you two are doing out there on the pitch?
I think our relationship's good on the pitch. I think it's still building by every game. I think we're getting more comfortable every game and every week that goes on by. He's definitely talented on the on the attacking side. He's definitely a threat to get on the end of things, and I'm more of a solid piece defensively and connecting things. So, and then we have a good relationship on the rotations, especially with Victor or Ephra coming in there as well, which which creates a lot of chaos for the opposition to really try to control us. So it's still a work in progress, but it's definitely coming along, and we're definitely enjoying playing with one another.